Hi everyone, this is Lydia Micah, and I want to share with you my testimony. The testimony of giving birth to Theo. So it was in the year 2019, in the month of July. I was only 7 months pregnant. And actually, I was supposed to give birth in September, 19th of September. But then in July, I started having fever. I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me that they don't understand why am I having the fever and what is the cause of the fever. So they gave me medication, but I spent almost like 3 days and the fever was not going. I was really shivering, I was shaking, and the fever was really abnormal. So on the 4th day, which was the 31st of July 2019, I started feeling worse. I was vomiting and I was having running stomach and early in the morning. So my cousin's sister told me that Lydia, we will go to the hospital. She's just going for the course and then she will come and take me to the hospital. I was like, fine, no problem. So as I said, I was still 7 months pregnant. So in the evening when she came back and she already made the appointment with the doctor and told me like, let us go. I was actually also on medication, so I thought that I would get better, but I was not getting any better. So when we left the house, we took the rickshaw because by then we were in Cairo, Egypt. So we took the rickshaw on our way to the hospital, and then right there in the rickshaw, my water broke. But because in my mind I'm supposed to give birth in September, I never thought that this is my water broke. I thought that actually maybe I've peed in myself because like as a pregnant woman, I go and pee a lot. So I thought like maybe because I'm in the rickshaw or what is happening, maybe I just peed on myself. So when we reached to the hospital and my clothes were all wet, I told my cousin that first let me go to the toilet. I want to go and use the restroom because like, as you can see all over me. So when I went to the toilet actually, and as I was just sitting down like to pee, that's when I started giving birth, right there in the toilet. And then I just screamed to my cousin like, Taji, I'm just giving birth. Right now, in this position, I'm giving birth. And then she ran outside and called the doctor. Luckily, because really God was there for us, As she ran out, the doctor was actually coming at that exact moment. He was not there in the hospital. But then when she was running to the reception, that's when the doctor came. When the doctor came, he immediately called the nurses to bring all the stuff so that they can rescue the baby. And then the doctor managed to take my baby, and then he ran with her to the ICU. And as for me, the nurses were also taking care of me, but I was bleeding. As the moment I gave birth, the moment the baby came out, I was seeing blood everywhere. I was just bleeding. So I even fainted there because the blood was too much. Then they came and they changed my clothes and gave me new clothes, and they put me on the wheelchair. They took me to the emergency room. So in the emergency room, they were trying to stop the bleeding. But it was not stopping. It was just running. So they told me that they will transfer me to another hospital. I was like, fine, no problem. So they took me to another hospital, and then in that other hospital, they managed to stop the bleeding, and then my situation was settled. So I was settled there. And then, but as for me, I was really worried about my child because I was in another hospital and she was in another hospital, and we were in Cairo, Egypt. So I was not feeling well. So I told my cousin that, let us go back. Let us go back. Then she told me, no, your situation is not fine. First, let us wait until the morning, then we will go. So I told her, no, I can't. And then we stayed until 4 a.m. in the morning. That's when I found myself that I'm a little bit strong. And then the doctor saw that I was fine. Then the doctor told me, okay, you are discharged now, you can go. So actually at first they refused because they told me that no, your situation was very difficult and then you cannot go. But then I was insisting that, I have just given birth, I cannot be in another hospital. That I cannot be someone else and my child in that place. So it was really heartbreaking because she was alone. Like I just gave birth, but she was very far. Unlike many mothers, like when you give birth, you get your child, you hold your child. But as for me, my child was in the ICU and I was in another hospital in the emergency room. So when the doctor saw that I was really heartbreaking, I cannot stay, then he told me that, okay, you are discharged. Then go see your child and then try to stay in that hospital also. So I went back and then I saw my child. That was my first time to see my child. When she was in the ICU, she was the tube was in her nose and everything. I don't know how to describe that situation, but I just told my cousin, give me your phone, because I was really disorganized. I really didn't know where were my things. So I just asked my cousin, please give me your phone. I want to take a picture of baby. So I took a picture and I told my child that this is your first testimony.